Hey folks, so this is Books with Bren. We're going to be talking about one of my recent reads today. So, hi. So what I just finished was Every Heart a Doorway by, Seanan McGuire? Seanan? Oops. And it is, I loved it. So if you're looking for a very short, look at that, I finished it in a day. It was wonderful. If you're looking for a very, and then I went on to read the next two books, and there's one coming out February? I'll double check. But, so, what it's about Nancy. We follow Nancy. And so Nancy is this girl who came back. She was going to this boarding school. Next boarding school is for Eleanor's wayward children. And these are children that went through doorways to other worlds. And these doorways went to worlds that we may recognize from literature like Alice in Wonderland. These worlds are kind of described, if not explicitly stated. Like there's Candyland, and there's Dracula, if not in so many words. There is a vampire, and it follows these children as they kind of deal with not being in their home world and hoping to get back, specifically following Nancy as well as dealing with this murder mystery that starts happening, and it follows a really interesting set of characters, and it's really fascinating in its representation of characters and in its diversity. Nancy explicitly states that she is asexual. You have Cade, who is a trans boy. Love Cade. And you have Jack and Jill. They're a set of twins who don't, like, and Jack and Jill are both females, but they follow very different binaries in the gender spectrum, and they actually have a book dedicated to them, and it is Down with the Sticks and Bones. Yes, it's the next book after this. I just finished Beneath the Sugar Sky, which was also really good, but I would definitely check these out if you're looking for even just representative fantasy. If you're looking for a short, good, solid read, I would definitely recommend it. It is probably one of my favorite books I've read this year, and it did only take me a day, so I really would recommend it, especially if you're looking for ace literature, which doesn't exist, especially in fantasy. Like there's a couple, like I don't know if you'd count Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue and its sequel, like Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, as fantasy. There are some elements of fantasy and magic-esque elements. Other than that, like they sometimes talk about Laini Taylor's Daughter of Smoke and Bone, one of the angels being asexual, but it's never explicitly stated. And there's a couple others, like Vicious, which is phenomenal. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, if you're looking for a really good, short, solid fantasy read, it's not YA, and it does like swear, and it's violent, and it features elements of sexuality and not describing anything, but in a lot of implications. So it is kind of adult, but would also be a teen read. It's very readable at a teen level. Anyways, not that I'm teen, but we're good. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message, leave me a comment. I am available on all social media, which I will try and figure out how to embed into this video. But otherwise, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr as Books with Bren. Yeah, Books with Bren. And we'll see how this video goes. Alright. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.